This island sure does have some really good sunrises. Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Dalton Rutlinger, and welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Sailwind, the Tea Merchant Challenge. Well, I say challenge, it's not really a challenge. The roleplay challenge, I suppose you could call it. This is episode 2. I am recording this right on the heels of episode 1. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the journal entries that I'm doing. I'm kind of enjoying writing them, honestly. It's kind of making me want to write like a novel for this character. I doubt I do, though. Anyway, so yes, we want to find a job that goes to the Serpent Isle because it pays really, really good. But because it's like right along the way, we could go to Newport as well, or maybe go back home to Crab Beach. I don't want to go to the Dragon Cliffs, though. Should I go for 2? You know what? Crab Beach is literally just right along the way, so yeah, we'll go to Crab Beach, and so we're going to be making, like, what? 204 dragons? Works for me. Okay, so yeah, we'll get the rum, then we'll get the pork. And let's put the pork on first. Because the pork we can kind of make room for up here at the front, potentially. Maybe not. I was hoping that would be the case, but never mind. It turns out I am a fool. Right, but we can probably put some rum at the very front of the ship, at the bow, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't even touch the deck, though. Alright, so since this is going to be kind of a longer video, because I'm going to 2 places, how's the wind looking, by the way? Wind is looking good. I believe that over there is Newport. Yeah. Come on, wave breaker. There we go. Alright, and we are underway. Now, since the previous episode, I have actually gone ahead and installed the Unlimited Lanterns mod. Just because if it wasn't for the fact that I wasn't making YouTube videos, I probably would play pretty much just straight vanilla. But just so you guys can actually see, I'm going to play with this mod installed. Okay, I think we can probably go ahead and just raise up this sail. And let's go ahead and swing it out to about, I think about there-ish should be fine. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to head back more or less the way we came. You can just kind of see the islands on the side of the screen there. Ignore the big one. That's the Dragon Cliffs. That's the island we don't really want to go to yet. Just because, for the main reason I don't want to go there is because the entryway is perhaps a little too advanced for the beginning character. He might not feel comfortable looking at the map and seeing that you have to sail between two cliffs and there's only like one way in, one way out kind of a thing. So I think he wants to kind of stick with like the smaller islands before he tries going into the Dragon Cliffs. Even if it does pay good. I mean, you can have the best payday ever, but if you crash your boat, you're probably fired. Of course, if you have an accident out at sea, being fired might be the least of your concerns. Oh, but man, this would be so cozy. I kind of wish you could just kind of sleep in the hammock. Or just kind of lay in the hammock without going to sleep. Because I would totally be doing that. I'd just be kind of kicking back with my arms over my head and just kind of swaying back and forth as the wind rocked me from side to side on the hammock. I'm probably reading a book, actually. Kind of glancing up every now and then just to make sure we're still on course. I think I might have been a little harsh on this little cactum in the past. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of cargo space, but I mean, she is so cozy. She is so cozy. I would totally ride on a boat like this in real life. I'm curious to see what kind of customizations she can actually really have. I've only kind of customized it off screen a little bit. I haven't really played around with it too much. The one thing I recommend not doing is taking away the mizzen mast, the rear mast, and just having one main mast here in the center. I would not recommend doing that. It makes the boat go so freaking slow. You might not think it, but you'll miss this speed. I think maybe we could just swing that out just a little bit, just a touch more. Yeah. And we'll kind of do the same to this one over here. I think this rear mast should have a windsock on it as well. That might just be me, but I think the rear mast, for whenever you're like over here, of course I can't really see it because the map is in the way, but I mean, whenever you're over here, like having a windsock up at the very top of the mast would be really helpful, I think. Oh man, this is making me want to buy my own sailboat. I do have a kayak that I've only taken out like a handful of times. I think next summer I'm going to, well, next year in general, I'm going to invest into a small trailer that I can transport the kayak with, because the big reason I didn't really go out that much is, well, number one, I don't really have anybody to go with. And number two, transporting the darn thing is such a royal pain in the bum. Um, because, number one, my car, it's a Hyundai Elantra. It has such good, like, aerodynamics that the air hitting the car just, flies up over the roof, and it forces the kayak, no matter how tight I have it secured to the roof, it forces the kayak to kind of fly up. And whenever you're traveling down the highway, that is not something you want to see. And even though I've got it kind of anchored down from both the stern and the bow, it still just makes me very uncomfortable whenever I'm transporting it around. I don't. I kind of wish I had a bigger vehicle, like an SUV or something, but the Hyundai Elantra is pretty much all I've got. I used to have a pickup truck, but that's been a long time ago. So yeah, I'm kind of looking into investing into not like a huge trailer, but just a small one, something I can kind of like strap the kayak down to and not have to worry about it while traveling down the highway. And I think once I get the trailer problem solved, I will looking into like putting a sail on the kayak itself. I kind of get some ideas of what I want to do, because gaming is like, this is pretty much the only game I really play anymore. Like, yeah, I've got some No Man's Sky. Okay, well, I don't know what was happening, but the game started lagging like something fierce. It was constantly freezing, like every couple seconds, and I had to restart my entire computer to get it to stop. So I think there might be some optimization problems in the beta version of this game. I'm not entirely sure what was causing that. It's not the first time it's happened, so, but it's been a while since it has happened, so I'm going to assume it's just something went wrong in the background. Oops. Unfortunately, it's not morning yet. I was kind of hoping it would be whenever the character woke up, but whatever. At least now you get to see the night sky in all its glory. Come on, game, really? This is where the wind will kind of get on your nerves, is because like the wind will be blowing at an angle where your sails should catch wind, but they won't. So you have to bring them in a little bit further than you think you have to. But we are, even though we made a mistake, we are going to get our cargo to its destination on time. The character is getting really thirsty really quickly. I might need to buy another barrel of water while I'm here. Potentially some salmon as well. I did try installing another mod, by the way. It basically allows you to store items in different containers, but the mod is still in early alpha, and I don't really want to take the chance of running this save game with an unstable mod, so unfortunately we're just going to have to deal with having a lot of food crates and stuff. I might be able to put a stove back here, but stoves are very expensive, especially early on. Eventually we'll get to the point where money will mean nothing to us, but that's not for a ways to come. Local missions are good for increasing your reputation, but they don't really pay worth a crap. In fact, missions in general don't really pay that well, but we kind of don't have a choice right now. We don't have a reputation to trade or anything yet, and our character probably... I'll probably treat that as like a promotion. Like, hey, congratulations, you have such a good reputation now, we're going to allow you to start trading. You are now no longer a ordinary seaman, you are now a able-bodied seaman, or something like that. I still can't get over how expensive those fishing poles were, though. That was insane. I suppose the backstory as to why our economy in this region is so inflated is this region went to war with another region. This region lost, and now it has a war-torn economy that is struggling to fix itself. Watch that actually become part of the lore. Like, the reason this place is so hard to make money in is actually because it lost a war with, say, Astrin or Alonk at some point. And they're trying to recover. I would laugh so hard. Like, called it. Well, I will see you guys in a moment. I think it's safe to say I might have overslept. Kind of sailed straight past the island here. I was trying to sleep just to advance time at a faster pace, but didn't entirely work out in my favor here. In any case, let's angle the sail out like that, and then you can be a bit more like that. Right, so where are we aiming for? Ah, I think I see the lights of port. Yeah, there's the town. Okay, so I need to turn over here. if that's quite a sharp enough angle. There we go. Then you can be let out just a touch. Okay, we still have a whole other day to deliver this stuff, so I believe we are good for time. I want to say what saved us for the most part there was just, you know, my experience that I've already had. If I was like new to the game and I was actually uh, struggling the way this character actually legitimately would be struggling, I might not have made it. I might have just kind of said screw it and abandoned that cargo and went for something else. But you can't do that in real life. You've got to find a way. It's either you find a way or you lose your job. Unless they're very clearly asking the impossible, in which case you might still lose your job, because management is stupid. Okay, let's go ahead and start bringing this in. We will quickly lower it down. And then you can be lowered as well. We'll start bringing you in as well. There we go. And I think we've got enough momentum we can actually just go ahead and lower this completely. And I see the blue flag over there. There we go. Okay. We have some medicine. Probably dead now, but thankfully those kinds of physics are not in the game. Fell through the dock and probably got crushed between the truck and the support beams of the dock, but oh, that would not be a fun way to go. Ugh. Gosh darn it. Okay, the collision physics definitely need to be fixed in this game, I will say. Because constantly just getting, like, sucked underneath the boat is very annoying. Either way. Hello, I've got your delivery. Zzz. Deliver the medicine. And this is kind of bugging me, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that. And do that. There we go. Now it's loosened. Here's your medicine. one more crate. Alright. So, while we're here, let's go ahead and we'll sail the table. As well as the old water bottle that we've got. Oh yeah. Almost 300 right there. That did us a lot of good. And then, would you like to buy this as well? Yes. Okay, first things first. Let's do that. Man, things are expensive here, aren't they? Oh, good, we have more salmon here. Okay, let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'll just, like, eat whatever I can out of this crate, then we'll just go ahead and sell it. Same thing with the water here. Okay, so that can go... I would be very tempted to buy the fishing pole, but... right now, I'll just stick with the crates of salmon. Then we have 710 left. We gained, like, nothing in that exchange, but, it's probably going to be our story for a while. Is making enough money just to survive. But, in any case, our reputation has gone up a little bit, and we can now take a maximum of 3 missions. But, that will have to wait until next time, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting kind of late for me, and I need to go to bed, so I will see you guys next time. So, until then, God bless, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!